How the Industrial Revolution changed money forever. Money wasn't always like this. It didn't hunt you. It didn't trap you. It didn't grow faster than you. There was a moment, a single shift, when money stopped being earned and started being extracted. After that moment, work became endless, debt became normal, rest became dangerous. A few people learned how to make money reproduce itself. Everyone else became fuel. No warning, no vote, no escape clause. And here's the part no one tells you. You didn't choose this system. You were born into it. This isn't about machines, it's about control. It's about the moment money stopped serving humans and humans started serving money. And once you see when it happened, you'll understand why escaping feels impossible. Part 1. Before the factories, when money had limits. Before the Industrial Revolution, money had boundaries, not moral ones, physical ones. Wealth could only move as fast as people could move it. It could only grow as fast as hands could work. And it could only concentrate so much power in one place. If production stopped, money stopped. A farmer couldn't harvest tomorrow's crops today. A craftsman couldn't sell what didn't exist. A merchant couldn't trade without traveling. Every unit of wealth was tied to time, place, and human effort. That connection mattered because it kept money human-sized. Even elites were constrained. Kings relied on land, empires relied on taxation, armies relied on loyalty and supply. If people refused to work, if land failed, if trade routes broke, wealth collapsed. Money wasn't automatic. It had friction. Growth was slow, predictable, limited. And most importantly, money couldn't multiply itself without touching labor. But Europe was changing. Populations were rising, cities were swelling, demand was exploding, and the old system started to crack. Because the problem wasn't effort. People were already working. The problem was scale. The old money system couldn't grow fast enough to feed ambition. It couldn't finance expansion. It couldn't sustain empires under pressure. So the question quietly shifted. Not how do we work harder, but how do we remove the limits? That question would reshape money forever. Part 2. When factories broke the link between work and wealth. The factory didn't just change production, it rewired the relationship between effort and reward. Before factories, work and income were directly connected. You worked more, you earned more. You stopped, income stopped. Factories quietly erased that rule. One building, one power source, one system of machines. Suddenly, output exploded. A single worker could now produce what dozens once did, but the reward didn't follow the worker. It followed ownership. The person who owned the machines earned whether they were present or not, whether they understood the work or not, whether they lifted a finger or not. This was unprecedented. For the first time, wealth was generated by position, not participation. Labor became a cost, not a source of power. Wages were fixed, hours were stretched, productivity soared, but pay didn't. Because once machines entered the equation, human labor became replaceable, and replaceable labor has no leverage. Workers didn't compete with other workers anymore. They competed with technology. Time itself was reorganized. Factory clocks replaced sunlight, schedules replaced seasons, efficiency replaced autonomy. Work stopped being something you owned. It became something you rented out by the hour. And the surplus? That excess value didn't disappear. It accumulated. It pooled upward into fewer hands. And for the first time in history, money began earning money without labor attached. This is when income split in two. Money earned by working and money earned by owning. That split has never closed. Part 3. How banks turned time into a weapon. Factories created output, but output alone wasn't enough. Machines were expensive, buildings were expensive, expansion was constant. Industrial growth demanded one thing above all else: capital. And that's where banks stopped being passive institutions and became architects of the system. Before the Industrial Revolution, banks mostly stored wealth. After it, they began to manufacture growth through credit. Banks learned how to pull money from the future and use it in the present. Loans didn't just fund machines, they decided who got machines, who expanded, who disappeared. This shifted power permanently, because money no longer depended on what existed, it depended on what could be promised. Future labor became collateral. Factories produced goods not yet sold. Workers labored for wages already spent. Interest was charged on value not yet created. Debt stopped being a personal burden and became a structural necessity. Entire industries were built on borrowed time. And the deeper businesses went into debt, the more dependent they became. Banks didn't need to own factories, they owned the flow. Interest ensured money returned larger than it left. Failure ensured assets changed hands. Either way, banks won. This is when money gained leverage over reality itself. Time, effort, and production were reorganized around repayment schedules. And once society accepted debt as normal, the system was locked in. Because a world that runs on borrowed money can never afford to slow down. Part 4. When money became abstract and control became invisible. Industrial growth created a problem no one could touch. There was too much value, moving too fast in too many places. Gold couldn't keep up, coins couldn't scale, physical money became a bottleneck. So money changed its form, not gradually, strategically. Paper replaced metal, ledgers replaced counting, promises replaced possession. At first, it felt harmless. Money still represented value, just more conveniently. But something crucial was lost in the transition: limits. Once money no longer had to exist physically, it no longer had to obey physical rules. It could be expanded, contracted, rewritten. Banks didn't just track money anymore, they defined it. Governments stepped in, not to stop this shift, but to manage it. Currency became national policy, inflation became a tool, stability became the excuse. Value was no longer discovered, it was adjusted. And because most people never saw the process, they learned to trust the outcome. Numbers replaced intuition, statements replaced understanding. Money became something you believed in, not something you verified. This is when control became effortless. No chains, no force, just incentives. Spend now, save later, borrow early. The system didn't need obedience, it needed participation. And abstraction ensured compliance, because you can't fight what you can't see. Part 5. The system that never ended. The Industrial Revolution is usually taught as history, a chapter, a phase, something that ended. But it didn't. It stabilized. The machines evolved, the buildings changed, the system stayed. Wages still lag behind productivity. Debt still grows faster than income. Ownership still outruns effort. This isn't a coincidence, it's inheritance. Every modern paycheck carries the logic of the factory. Every loan carries the logic of the bank. Every currency carries the logic of abstraction. The rules were written when machines became more valuable than people, and they were never rewritten. So individuals adapted. They worked longer, they specialized earlier, they borrowed sooner. Not because they were reckless, but because the system demanded it. A world built on compounding can't reward stillness. A debt-based economy can't tolerate rest. A growth-driven system can't slow down without collapsing. And the pressure you feel, that's not personal failure, that's structural gravity. You're not competing against other people, you're competing against a machine that never sleeps and a financial system designed to feed it. The most unsettling truth is, nothing is broken. This is what the system looks like when it's working exactly as intended. So the real question isn't, how do I escape money?
It's, do I understand the system well enough to stop being crushed by it? Because once you see that the Industrial Revolution never ended, you realize you're not living after it, you're living inside it.